Hello, everyone. Today is Wednesday, November 16th, 2022 at 9:20 a.m. My sleep wasn't nearly as good last night as it was the night before. I only got a few hours of sleep, but I don't know what time to say I woke up. What time did I say it? I think after it was between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. I think I woke up. It was definitely before 8 o'clock. So my right shoulder and my right leg was hurting all night long, and I think that prevented me from sleeping. Plus, earlier, like the previous video that I did, they vibrated my body for what felt like 10 or 15 minutes. So when they vibrate my body, it sets the stage for me to it sets the stage for me to end up having a night of little to no sleep with the director energy weapons. So when I saw that I lost a Twitter follower, I automatically jumped to conclusion and thought it was that lady that was supposed to send me to Colorado. But it wasn't her, but it was a fake TI perp named Targeted in New York. So back in like maybe July or September or something, that person asked me, "Oh, do you know any homeless people in New York, or are you in New York or whatever?" And I said, "No, I'm in Pensacola, Florida." And then, I DM'd a lot of people and showed them the link to proof of me being targeted. And I didn't get around to it, but I had been heavily thinking about doing a blog post talking about how basically in the so-called TI community on Twitter, I don't really have freedom of speech or get to express myself without somebody getting offended or mad or blocking me or some getting hateful and blocking me for no reason and stuff. So the popular fake TI perp sellouts, or popular or not, the fake TI perps who sold out, they don't want. I don't know why they think you should ignore the gang stalking aspect, or they think that you should not talk about the gang stalking, and that you should only expose the gang stalking program in general and not talk about your personal experiences. And when you talk about your personal experiences, they'll say you make the TI community look bad, or you make the TI community look crazy, or you know, or they'll falsely say that you're faking for money. And and we end up being, blacklisted, forced homeless, blacklisted TIs, have to put up fundraisers trying to survive and stuff. But tell me why, if you profess to be a targeted individual, you make over $50,000 a year, and you're not being workplace mobbed off your job. You own a house, you own a car. What do you need to go fund me up for? And then you say, "Oh, just to expose this program, to bring this program to light." Well, there are other ways to do it. If but there you sitting there on more than 50,000 a year, 80,000 a year. What you need to go fund me up for? And you get GoFundMe money worth of plus you have a published ebook or published ebooks with, you know, new age fake solutions on how to quote unquote get off the gang stalking list. And you just tell people what you think they want to hear, and fake feel good messages, and then they flock hoping that there's a fake solution, and it'd be like new age solutions that will send a person to hell. So a real targeted individual, they would be targeted until they die. And then I heard that the fake ones, I heard that they get lied to. Well, real targeted individuals, before they decide to flip and become fake and sell out, I heard that they get lied to and told that, oh, you'll get off the gang stalking list if you sell out and take this deal. They will lie to you, and then you still, and that's why you see such confusion of people being both gang stalked and doing perping after they sold out, but then they're bullying and gang stalking and perping other people while you're still being targeted, or your targeting will lessen for a while and then creep back up, and then you somehow end up dead. But but I don't know. So I was disappointed to wake up to that person that calls himself targeted in New York. That it was like 2 or 3 days ago. I sent a lot of people, well, probably about 10 people, um, the link to proof of me being followed with the one headlight right up on me. And I bet you the person just straight up blocked me and didn't even click on the link. But they must have thought, oh, it's such foolishness. Or don't nobody care about no one headlight or whatever. But at the same time, the fake TI perps, they don't want you showing proof. And then they want to try to say anyone's left that's showing proof that, oh, you make the TI community look bad, or you make yourself look crazy, or oh, you need medication. Well, you acting like you're doing what a perp does. You acting like a perp. So I feel like if you're gonna talk about targeting individuals and gang stalking, talk about all aspects. But it's like they ignore the shit out of you. If you and other people get ignored too for talking about, for showing footage of the gang stalking, like neighbors throwing trash on their yard or something like that, or break-ins or whatever. It seems like most people don't want to be talking about that. That it seems like they only want to talk about the electronic weapons. Like that lady Chapa Wizanta, or however you pronounce her name, I blocked her because she kept telling everybody, including me, focus on, don't ignore the gang stalking. Gang stalking doesn't exist. Just focus on the neural weapons. And I'm like, well, are you real or fake? But it seemed like a lot of the fake TI perps claim that they get V2K and no gang stalking, and then they go around and perp people. But then they got some people who are legitimate targets, and they get V2K and the damn gang stalking and the remote neural monitoring, but they still get support. So yeah, I mean, that was an emotional stab to the heart, that person's supposed to be a targeted individual, and you get hateful and straight up block me for showing you a small YouTube video link about myself being targeted. Like, that wasn't even called for. So that makes me realize you're fake. That I can't even get really any support. And then that person probably blocked me and then start talking mad shit about me and making up lies, false rumors, or smear campaigns about me, or probably telling everybody to stay away from me. And once I mentioned this person supposed to target an individual blocked me for no reason, then everybody that's supposed to be targeted, they end up blocking and unsubscribing or unfollowing in droves. And they all gang up on me and huddle together and unfollow and block me on Twitter. That happened a couple of months ago with this black person named Shanice or whatever, and she did that to copy off this British white girl named Emily or whatever her name was. And then everybody, like, why is everybody unfollowing and blocking me? And I'm like, well, y'all can't be real. But that Shanice person, I don't know if her name's pronounced kind of like the singer Shanice or is it just Shanice? But she she sit there and acting like she begging the president for help. First of all, Biden won't see our damn tweets. Biden won't acknowledge our tweets anyway. So why are you begging the president and the FBI and the the UN for help, and they're part of this new world order depopulation gang stalking program. So that made me all kinds of angry and upset, and I would have hated for it to happen for that lady, the other lady who's supposed to send for me to come to Colorado. If I had this fear that if I would have gotten settled and then something goes wrong, or if she, or if after I got rid of my storage unit and got rid of everything that I hold dear to me, you know, if she would have got hateful and blocked me after getting rid of my storage unit, or if me and her would have got into an argument after I moved there. And I felt disappointed and devastated to be forced to have to leave a whole bunch of stuff behind at Trisha's house. So yeah, I'm so angry right now. But I thought it was supposed to be tomorrow, but I guess it's Friday morning that the temperature is supposed to be 35 degrees. And it looked like it's supposed to be cold all the way up until Sunday night or Monday night. So since my leg had been hurting, it doesn't seem like I can go do laundry today. Well, if I had to go and take the bus or something like that. So since I haven't eaten breakfast yet, and I'm probably gonna do like tomorrow. I mean, I'm sorry, probably gonna do like yesterday, and just eat a late breakfast and early dinner. And so yeah, it's very scary not getting help. But I mean, if I mean, I think I will, take people's advice and give the lady a try, you know, at least give it a try to go to try to go to Colorado, and hopefully that if that can be a haven off the streets, and then you know even if the rent is kind of low, if I can try to get a job there, I don't know, or if I have my own place, I can try to get a work at home job, because I was told that I just need help with getting another laptop. I need help with getting another laptop, and so because my other one got destroyed. But if I could get help with another laptop, there was this company, I'm not gonna mention the name, that told me that I'm set for life. That once I get a permanent place to live, then I can be their employee and work for them once I get a permanent home. And I did the interview before the what started. I think it was in 2019. I did the interview and a little training and stuff, and they said that I can always come back and work for them. I just need a laptop. And also I would like to be working on write a lot of writing, short stories, novels, blogs, whatever. And so but I need continuous help to stay off the streets. I mean, at least for another few days. I need help to stay off the streets until at least Monday morning. And then I mean Monday morning, then I have to be back on the streets. And it's supposed to be tolerable, like in the 50s at night for a few days, and then I guess it's supposed to rain again. And then might start that cycle back up again. But I already explained why I had difficulty getting the weekly motel that I thought I was gonna be able to get. I didn't feel safe in going back there. If the man had other properties, but he told me about that one, but I didn't feel safe going back because that other guy threatened to shoot me, and he was a perp. So, I mean, it's harder to survive being wrongfully banned from so many places here in Pensacola, even though I will miss it dearly. I forgot to mention that in Greenville, South Carolina, I hated being cold there and I hated my experiences there, and I wanted to get the hell away from there because of Lisa Ruby. But I forgot to mention um, that I really love the lake there. That lake, I wish I could go there again and swim. Like nature aspect of Greenville, South Carolina, and the surrounding areas, I loved it. Like I love that lake there, and I think they have some red muddy clay water that softened my feet and healed just about every doggone ailment that I it healed just about every doggone ailment. You know, it was at Paris Mountains State Park, and then I think it was called Blue Lagoon State Park or something like that. And I really liked they had a natural hot spring out there, and that water was healing and cleansing. I also miss Swamp Rabbit Cafe and damn, I miss the nature trails, the nature walks. I miss Falls Park. Um, I miss Ingles grocery store and a few other small little things. But I mainly hated it and wanted to get away because of Lisa Ruby. So but maybe if I go to Colorado and get settled, maybe I can maybe I can go back to becoming a prepper again and stock up in on food and water, and grow some vegetables or something like that, trying to survive. And but I mean, some people say that time is running out short and World War III is about to start really soon, and that we got to get prepared for the dark winter and stuff like that, and the more empty grocery shelves and more just chaos and stuff getting worse. And they telling us to get our souls right with God and get prepared, and don't be thinking so much about a career and the future and all stuff like that when it seems like the world about to go downhill. But there have been people saying that get out of Florida because Florida's probably gonna get it the worst or be very bad. Ow. They're shocking me right when I said that. Shocked me in the back right side of my shoulder. In the back right side of my shoulder, and the pain is radiating all the way through my toward down my arm down to my elbow. So I'm due to be scheduled to check out the hotel room tomorrow morning, but I'm trying to ask for help for 3 or 4 more nights. I'm trying to ask for help 3 or 4 more nights that I'm trying to ask for help to stay out of the cold and off the streets. And then I guess I'll tell that lady today that yes, I'm gonna try out. I'm gonna give Colorado a try. I mean, well, so far I guess she might be legit and sincere. She might be legit and sincere. But I'm excited about the hot springs out there. But if I got gang stalking activity going on, you know, they try to make it like I'm a menace to Pensacola. Well, I'll be a menace to Colorado too. But how about y'all being online gang stalkers? Y'all are the menace. Y'all are the true menace to y'all the menace to the internet. Y'all are menace to this earth, and that's why y'all belong to y'all father Satan. Y'all the online trolls. I mean, you speak to me like you hate me so much, but at the same time, you want to sex traffic me. But I mean, I'm hoping this lady wouldn't be trying to bait me in or sex traffic me or do nothing weird. But she's 73 years old, and it seems like anybody in any age can be dangerous. But I said I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try to give it a try. You know, give it a try. So I don't know when she's gonna want me to come up there, or if the apartment is even ready. Um, but I just want permanent stabilization. You know, and I don't have a car, or I don't have a way to get off the. How people talk about living off the grid and stuff. I have zero knowledge. I mean, zero hands-on experience with that. I have a little bit informational knowledge, but zero hands-on experience with that. I never stayed out in the woods, never camped out in the woods, none of that. And it seemed like all the wooded areas in Pensacola are blocked off with no trespassing. So I don't know how people are able to go live out in the woods. And then they say it's not safe for a single female anyway. So I'm begging and asking for help for at least 3 or 4 more nights in the hotel, and then I have to go back on the streets. And this thing with the Colorado thing, I'm gonna keep updating y'all on what's up, and then I guess once I get stabilized and settled, and if things go smoothly, I may not have to beg or panhandle anymore or ask for help no more. But I will still keep up the fundraiser um because you never know what might go wrong, and for me to end up back on the streets or whatever. And also, I want to use my writings to make a living. And if I had a place to, a permanent place to live, I can rest better, likely, possibly rest better, and living would be cheaper, way cheaper. It would be way cheaper, and possibly way cheaper, and because like being homeless on the streets, you can't really store anything. So So I'm gonna give it a try. So as I said, I need all the help I can get, and I said I wanted to continue to use my short stories and writings and stuff to try to make money and make a living as my job and my side hustle. Try to make a living off of that. So I'm planning to do more writing today, and and if I were to get a permanent place, I can, and if I had just a little bit more money, enough where I didn't have where I can get my own groceries and stuff, and I probably can get food stamps or something. Then I can be able to store fruits and vegetables, for a couple of days, and they might have food co-ops or farmers markets and stuff that can help me lose weight more easily, you know, and eat healthier rather than all this comfort food at these, bars and restaurants and stuff, And it's like this can't. I mean, it's difficult having the convenience to go get to have fruits and vegetables, and they don't have that many smoothie bars or juice bars. They shut them all down. But when what started in 2020, so I'm gonna try to go eat a late breakfast this morning. My right shoulder still hurts, but my leg doesn't hurt anymore. So I'm begging and praying for any and all the help that I can get. And they had a perp troll mention something about YouTube 5150 and psychiatric hold that made like a perp comment on my doggone channel, and I had to block them. So I'm gonna update y'all later on and talk to y'all later.